Hello students, welcome back. Hope everything is fine with you. Before getting to our lesson, all of you take your commerce book. Don't watch this video like watching a movie, okay? You have to learn something, so you have to take your book and your notes in your hands. So where are the pages we are going to deal with? You are going to check all those pages. All of you take your commerce book. So before learn our lesson, let's turn your book to Roman number 3. Roman number 3. Have you find this? So we have completed unit 1 and we have completed the historical background of commerce, chapter 1, chapter 2, objectives of business, and also chapter 3, classification of business activities. The first unit we have completed, and today we are going to start unit 2, forms of business organization. And in this video we are going to start chapter 4, sole proprietorship. Under that we are going to learn the introduction, definition of sole trader, characteristic, advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so today we are going to learn chapter 4. So from your book, page number 23. So do you understand which one we are going to learn? Okay, are you clear? Okay, let's move on to page number 23. Page number 23, unit 2, forms of business organization. Forms of business organization. In business organization, what are the forms have? We will see in detail. Sole proprietorship. The topic of chapter 4 is sole proprietorship. So there is a couplet, Kural. Consider and then undertake a matter. After having undertaken it, to say we will consider is folly. Okay, எண்ணி துணிக கருமன் துணிந்த பின் எண்ணுவமென்பதிலுக்கு. That is, before doing an action, before starting something, you have to think. You have to think clearly and you have to start the action. Okay, don't ever say that after starting I'll think whether to consider or not. Okay, so before choosing something, before starting something, you have to think well or consider well, and after that you have to choose. Don't ever say that after choosing it you will consider. Okay, and sole proprietorship, let's see the learning objectives. What are the things that we are going to learn in this lesson? To enable the students to understand the forms of business organization, the meaning of sole trader, characteristics, advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so what is mean by sole proprietorship? In a business organization there are certain types. Okay, இந்த மாதிரி business பண்ணலாம், இந்த மாதிரி business இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு ஒரு certain types இருக்கு. So அதில் ஒரு type தான் the sole proprietorship. That means it is started by an individual person. Okay, it was owned by only one person. ஒரு ஆள் நடத்தக்கூடிய ஒரு வியாபார நிறுவனமாக இருந்தால் that is called sole proprietorship. தனியாள் நிறுவனம். Okay, தனியார் நிறுவனம். Let's see the introduction. 4.1 Introduction. A business organization is an organization which is engaged in some industrial or commercial activity. So all the business activities also classified into two, industry and commerce activity. In the same way, the business organization is also engaged into industrial or commercial activity. It represents an institutional arrangement for carrying on any kind of business activity. It may be owned and controlled by a single individual or by a group of individuals who have entered into a formal or informal agreement to jointly conduct the business. So the business organization, okay, ஒரு கம்பெனி வந்து it can owned by a single person, ஒரு ஆள் உருவாக்குறதா இருக்கலாம், or joined by certain individuals, நிறைய தனி மனிதர்கள் சேர்ந்து ஒரு குழுவா அவங்க உருவாக்குறதா இருக்கலாம். And it may be formal or informal. ஃபார்மலா கவர்மெண்ட் உடைய எல்லா ரெகுலேஷன் ரூல்ஸ் அண்ட் ரெகுலேஷன் பண்ணி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்றதா இருக்கலாம். If it is in case of individual business, there is no need of any government involvement, okay. So it may be formal or informal agreement to join to conduct the business. Next para, every business undertaking is a separate and distinct business unit. It has its own identity and separate ownership. It can be distinguished from other undertakings on the basis of ownership, management and control. So every business has its unique way, okay. எல்லா பிஸ்னஸும் அவங்களுக்குன்னு certain ரூல்ஸ், அவங்களுக்குன்னு certain ரெகுலேஷன், ஒவ்வொருவரோட பிஸ்னஸ் என்டிட்டி வந்து டிஃப்ரெண்ட்டாக இருக்கும், ஆட்கள் பொறுத்து அது வந்து மாறுபடும், ஓகே. ஸோ அவங்களோட ஐடென்டிட்டி, அவங்களுடைய ஓனர்ஷிப் பொறுத்து அந்த பிஸ்னஸ் வந்து மாறுபடும். அண்ட் it can be distinguished. So the difference, how they can make different their organization is on the basis of ownership and the management and how they control the business. Based on that, they can make their business in a different way. Next one, let's see the definitions. According to Wheeler, a business undertaking is a concern, company or enterprise which buys and sells, is owned by one person or a group of persons, is managed under a specific set of operating policies. So business means it is a concern of company or enterprise which buys and sells, owned by one person or a group of person or many person, and managed under specific set of operating policy. Each, it may, if it is started by an individual person, he has certain separate policies, okay. So it is upon how they started and how they manage. Next para, all business undertakings are directly or indirectly engaged in the transfer of exchange of goods and services for value. They deal in goods and services on the regular basis. Their main motive is to earn profits and they expose to various types of risk. So all the business activities or directly or indirectly they transfer exchange of goods or services. They exchange the goods of services. We know and we have been learning business means exchanging goods of services for value, for money. And they deals in goods and services regular basis, okay. It must be, the business must be in regular basis, every day it should happen, and there is a continuation in the dealing of good. And their main motive of the business is of course to earn the profit. எல்லா தொழில் நிறுவனங்களுக்கும் வியாபாரம் செய்கிறவங்களுக்கும் முக்கிய நோக்கம் என்னது? லாபம் ஈட்டுவது. And they are exposed to various types of risk, and they must be ready to bear all the risk in the business. Now let's move on, sole trading business. Same page number 23. Sole trading business, sole proprietorship. That means தனியார் வணிகம், தனியாள் வணிகம், okay. தனி நபரால் உருவாக்கக்கூடிய வணிகம். Sole proprietorship is a form of business organization in which an individual introduces his own capital, uses his own skills and intelligence in the management of its affairs, and is solely responsible for the result of its operation. So sole proprietorship It is a type of business organization. It is a form of business organization in which underline individual introduce his own capital. So தனி நபரால் அவருடைய பணத்தை அவர் போட்டு துவங்கக்கூடிய ஒரு தொழில். Okay. And he uses his own skill and knowledge. அவருடைய சொந்த உழைப்பு, அவருடைய சொந்த அறிவு, அவருடைய சொந்த உபயோகம், அவருடைய சொந்த மூளையை யூஸ் பண்ணி அந்த பிஸ்னஸை வந்து அவர் டெவலப் பண்ணுவார், மேனேஜ் பண்ணுவார் of its affair and is solely responsible for the result of its operation. So ஒரு ஆள் தனி நபர் அவரே முதலீடு செய்து அவரே இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணி அவரே ஆரம்பித்து அவர் தன்னுடைய சொந்த அறிவு, சொந்த பணம், நேரம் எல்லாத்தையும் அதுக்கு செலவழித்து அதனுடைய பலனையும் அவர் அடைவது தான் sole trading business. The individual alone may run the business or may obtain assistance of employees. So he can run the business alone or he can keep some persons to help them. அவருக்கு கீழே ஒரு 2-3 பேரை அவர் வந்து வேலைக்கு வச்சுக்கலாம். For example, most of the shops that we have in our area, okay, all comes under sole trading business. So there is a single person, he invests the money and he start a business, right? Start a shop. For example, ஒரு ஆள் தங்கிட்ட இருக்க காசை முடக்கி அவர் வந்து ஒரு மளிகை கடை ஆரம்பிக்கிறார். So his own business, okay, sole trader. And he can manage. Otherwise, if he cannot manage, he can just keep some employees to help, right? அவருக்கு கீழே அந்த பொருட்கள் எல்லாம் எடுத்து கொடுக்கறதுக்கு ஏதாவது அவருக்கு கீழே ஒரு 2 பேரை வேலைக்கு வச்சுக்கலாம். It is the first stage in the evolution of the forms of business organization and is thus the oldest among them, which is very, very important question. So they will ask, which is the oldest form of organization? That is sole proprietorship, sole trading business. This is the first stage. So முதலா பிஸ்னஸ் எப்படி ஆரம்பிச்சுன்னா ஒரு ஆள் தங்களுடைய காசு தங்களுடைய பொருட்களை விற்க ஆரம்பிச்சது. அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் 2 people join together, 3 people, 4 people, and huge amount of money were invested, certain things evaluated. Okay, so at first and the old of business forms of business organization is sole proprietorship. Don't never ever forget this one. Turn to page number 24. So this sole proprietorship, it is also known as individual entrepreneurship. To raise the required capital, the individual may depend mostly on his own savings, or else he may borrow part or whole from his friends or relatives or financial institutions. So as we have seen, the capital amount, okay, the investment was put by the sole trader. அந்த பிஸ்னஸ் ஆரம்பிக்கிறவர் தான் அந்த இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் போடுறாரு, a single person. And it may be his savings, அவரோட சேவிங்கை வந்து அவர் முதலீடு பண்ணலாம். or he can get the partial amount, பாதி அமௌண்ட் அவர் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் கிட்டேருந்து ஃபேமிலிஸ் கிட்டேருந்து வாங்கலாம். the whole amount he can get from his family or from any financial institution, maybe bank or the people those who give the loans. அந்த லோன் கொடுக்குறவங்க கிட்ட இருந்தும் வாங்கி பிஸ்னஸ் ஆரம்பிக்கலாம். The business may be started either in a portion of the proprietor's own house or in a rental premises. So the business may started either in the proprietor's house, அவரோட அந்த மேனோட ஓன் ஹவுஸில் ஆரம்பிக்கலாம். or else he can rent a place, ஒரு இடத்த வாடகைக்கு எடுத்து அதில் அவரோட கடையை வந்து அவர் ஆரம்பிக்கலாம். There are no legal formalities to be gone through except those required for a particular type of business. So in a sole proprietorship, okay, sole trading business, the main advantage is there is absence of government regulation. Okay, so there are no legal formalities to be followed. But in certain types, in particular types, there are certain uh, license they need to get. For example, if one wants to start a restaurant, has to obtain a license from a health department of the municipal corporation. But a restaurant or நல்ல hotel restaurant மாதிரி ஆரம்பிக்கணும்னா he has to get a license from the government of health department of the municipal corporation. அங்க இருந்து ஒரு லைசன்ஸ் வாங்கினா மட்டும்தான் அவங்க வந்து அதை ஆரம்பிக்க முடியும். Okay, now let's see the forms of business organization. Forms of business organization, it was classified into two: non-corporation enterprise, corporate enterprises. So non-corporate enterprise கூட்டு சாரா அமைப்பு, sole trading concern, partnership firms, joint Hindu family business. Okay, and this lesson we are learning this sole trading concern, and the next lesson we will learn next two. Okay, partnership and joint Hindu family business. And then coming back to corporate enterprises, classified into three: government, private, cooperative. Under government, public undertakings, public utilities; private, joint stock companies; and cooperative. Okay, this is the classification of the form of business organization. Next one, definition of sole tailor. Definition of sole tailor 4.2. J.L. Hansen. According to J.L. Hansen, sole trader is a type of business unit where a person is solely responsible for providing the capital, for bearing the risk of the enterprise, and for the management of business. Okay, so according to J.L. Hansen, he defined sole trader as a type of business unit. It is a type of business where the person is solely responsible. That means he is alone, he is single. He is alone responsible for providing the capital. He is the only person who invests the amount in capital and for bearing the risk of the enterprise. So what are the risk? என்ன நஷ்டம் வந்தாலும் அதை வந்து அவர் ஏற்றுக்கொள்ளக்கூடியவராக இருக்கணும். And for the management of the business, and also he alone should manage the business. And the another definition for sole proprietorship, according to Wheeler, sole proprietorship is that form of business organization which is owned and controlled by a single individual. He receives all the profit and risks all of his property in the success or failure of the enterprise. So sole proprietorship, தனியார் வணிகம் என்பது it is also a part or form of business organization which owned and controlled by single individual, தனி ஒருவரால் உருவாக்கக்கூடியது. And whether it is a profit or a loss or what are the risk involves, he himself he should accept it. Okay, whether it is success or failure of the enterprise, he receives everything for himself. I hope you have understood what is sole proprietorship. So can you say some of the examples of sole proprietorship? Can you mention? Yes, we can tell from our place. Okay, maybe the beauty parlors. Okay, beauty parlors comes under sole proprietorship because only one person, right, the beautician, they used to invest the money, they used to start a shop, and whatever the income, profit and loss they get, they himself bear everything. Okay, and they enjoy all the profit and everything. And also the most of the grocery shops, okay, எல்லாம் மளிகை கடைகள் and textiles. So most of the shops which we see in our place are sole proprietorship. Now let's move on to see the characteristics. Same page number 24. Characteristics. The following are the characteristics of a sole trader. First one, ownership by one man. This is owned by single person. The sole trader contributes. The sole means only one. Okay, from the word itself, we should be very clear. Individual person. The sole trader contributes the required capital. He is not only the owner of the business but also manager of the entire affairs. Okay, so as we have been learning, the sole trader, he is a single person, owned by single person, and he contributes the required capital. He alone invest only, it was invested by only one person, and he is not only the owner of the business. அவர் ஒரு ஓனர் மட்டும் இல்லை, அந்த கடையை ஒரு கடை ஆரம்பிச்சோன்னா அது அந்த ஓனர் தான் மேனேஜ் பண்ணுவார், ரைட்? ஸோ he is the manager of the entire affairs. It may be for profit, it may be loss, everything he should bear it. Next one, freedom of work and quick decision. Since the individual is himself as a owner, he need not consult anybody else. Hence, he can take quick decision. So, in a business, what are the decision he has to make? He no need to discuss with anyone. Okay, as he is a single person, he no need to discuss with any other people. Okay, like for example, if two people they join together and they start a business, means the one person he cannot take the decisions alone, right? He has to discuss with the other persons and then only he can take the decision. But here he is an individual owner, so he no need to consult anybody. He can take the decision by himself. Hence, he can take quick decision. So now if in a shop, if there is a lack of some product, okay, ஏதாவது ஒரு பொருள் குறைஞ்சிட்டு, if he want to buy, he can just take a decision, he can go and purchase the things. Okay, and if you want to make or buy certain places, or if you want to expand his business without consulting anyone, he can just himself expand his business. Okay, so freedom of work and quick decision are available in this sole tradership. So if a sole trader has a shop, at any time he can open, at any time he can close. No one will ask any question, right? And the next one, unlimited liability, page number 25. Unlimited liability. When his business assets are not sufficient to pay off the business debts, he has to pay from his personal property. So here unlimited liability, என்னென்ன தடைகள் or என்னென்ன அவர் திருப்பி செலுத்தக்கூடியது வந்தாலும் அது அவரே ஏற்றுக்கொள்ள வேண்டும். ஓகே, when the business assets, அவருடைய அந்த பிஸ்னஸில் இருக்க சொத்துக்கள் அவருடைய கடன்களை அடைப்பதற்கு அவருக்கு போதுமான அளவு இல்லாட்டா, அவருடைய சொந்த ப்ராப்பர்ட்டியிலிருந்து சொந்த அசட்ஸ்லேருந்து அவர் அந்த டெட்ஸ் அந்த கடன்களை அவர் திருப்பி அடைக்கணும். And the next one, enjoying entire profit. He strives tirelessly for the improvement and expansion of his business and enjoys all the benefits of his hard work. So as it was owned by single person, and what are the benefits that he has, it is for him only. Maybe he works, and if he work hard, put all his efforts, he will surely receive the profit and he can enjoy the entire profit. Okay, next one, absence of government regulation. A sole proprietor concern is free from government regulations. No legal formalities are to be observed in its formation, management, or in its closure. So to start the business or to manage the business or to end up or close the business, there is no legal formalities. Okay, if a sole proprietor, he can just start his business and he can manage without any government interruption, and if he wants to close, or if he has many debts, and if he cannot control the business, if he is going to close the shop or close the business, for that also there is no legal formalities. He is free from the government regulation. Next one, no separate entity. The sole trading concern comes to an end with death, disability, insanity, and insolvency of the individual. So, as it was started by a single person, if the single person died, okay, if he died, or if disability, if he cannot do anymore, okay, ஏதாவது அவருக்கு ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம், அவருக்கு உடம்பு சரியில்லாமல் போயிடுச்சு, ஆர் இன்சானிட்டி, மென்டல் சிக்னஸ், ஓகே, ஒரு மன நோய் வந்துட்டு, ஆர் இன்சால்வென்சி, unable to pay his debts, no money situation, ஓகே, பணம் இல்லாத ஒரு நிலைமை, இந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது சிச்சுவேஷன் வந்தால் அந்த பிஸ்னஸ் வந்து தானாகவே எண்ட் ஆயிடும், தட் க்ளோஸ்ட். ஓகே. The next one, maintenance of secrecy. Since she manages all the affairs of the business, the secrecy can be maintained easily. So he no need to give any accounts to any other people, okay, he alone is the manager, so all the affairs of the business can be kept secretly, so he can maintain the secrecy easily. The success or the profit or the loss, whatever it may be, the maintenance of secrecy can be done easily in the sole proprietorship. Okay, now in the same page have you find success story of Murugappa Group. Okay, we are going to learn that one now, and from next class we will see the next topic, advantages and disadvantages. Okay. Success story of Murugappa Group. So it is also one of the example of sole proprietor. Okay, it is started by a single person and it is founded by Murugappa Chettiar. Okay, and it started in 1900. It is a private company, but it is now a famous organization, or it is a big brand in India. Okay, there are many companies they have, so let's read out. The Murugappa Group is an Indian business conglomerate founded, managed and largely owned by Murugappa family. The group has 28 business concerns, including 11 listed companies traded on the National Stock Exchange of India and the Bombay Stock Exchange. So the Murugappa Group, they have 28 business concern, that means 28 types of business they have, and in that 28, 11 are listed companies. Listed company means the stock has the exchange value, their company stocks has exchange value which fix the National Stock Exchange of India. Okay, and headquarters in Chennai. The major companies of group include, so they have given some examples of their companies: Carbondum Universal Limited, Cholamandalam Investment and Finance Company Limited, Cholamandalam MS General Insurance Company Limited, Coromandel International Limited, Coromandel Engineering Company Limited, EID Parry India Limited, Parry Agro Industries Limited, Tube Investments of India Limited, and Vent India Limited, and Shanti Gears Limited, Coimbatore. So these are the companies owned by Murugappa Group. In the next paragraph, they have presence in several segments including abrasives, auto components, bicycles, sugar, farm inputs, fertilizers, plantations, bioproducts, and nucleositics, and group has forged strong alliances with the leading international companies like Group, Chimney Tunisian, Foscor, Cargill, Mitsui, Sumito, Morgan Krukelbil, and Sociedad Química y Minería de Chile. The group has a wide geographical presence spanning 13 states of India and 5 continents around across the globe. So basically we need to understand that it was started as a sole proprietorship of business activities started by a single person, but now it has grown in very large. Okay, so they have several business like abrasives, auto components, bicycles, car, sugar company, farm company, agriculture company, and fertilizers, uram tayarikirathu, plantation, bioproducts, and so many things. And they have the alliance with the leading international companies. நிறைய வெளிநாட்டு கம்பெனிகளுக்கு கூடயும் அவங்களுக்கு வந்து தொடர்பு இருக்கு. And in India, their the group has widely spread in 13 states, okay, and also 5 continents around the world. And brands like BSA, Hercules, Ballmaster, Ajax, Paris, Chola, Gromor, and Paramforce are from the stables of Murugappa. The organization has a workforce over 32,000 employees. Okay, now it has grown large, and there are more than 32,000 people working in this Murugappa group of companies. So just remember how huge it was. Okay students, so this is the successful story of Murugappa group, and their headquarters is in Chennai. Okay, and they have 28 business concerns including 11 listed companies, and also they have the group has wide geographical presence spanning 13 states in India and 5 continents around across the globe. Okay, and more than over 32,000 employees were working under in this Murugappa group. Okay students, now let's move on. Let's move on to write our classwork. Classwork. Have you all taken your classwork? Okay, write today's date and write the heading chapter 4, sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship. New words: sole trader, enterprise, unlimited liability. Sole trader தனி வணிகர், enterprise நிறுவனம், unlimited liability வரம்பற்ற பொறுப்புகள். After this, open your book to page number 28 to write the question and answer. All of you must open your book to page number 28. First, write down the new words. சோல் ட்ரேடர் தனி வணிகர், என்டர்பிரைஸ் நிறுவனம், அன்லிமிட்டெட் லைபிலிட்டி வரம்பற்ற பொறுப்புகள். So let's move on to write the short answer question. Very short answer question. Page number 28. Short answer question. Very short answer question. Sorry. Who is called sole trader? According to J.L. Hans, sole trader is a type of business unit where a person is solely responsible for providing the capital, for bearing the risk of the enterprise, and for the management of business. So 3 points: responsible for providing the capital, for bearing the risk of the enterprise, and for the management of the business. And then second question, what are the non-corporate enterprises? Sole trading concern, partnership firm, joint Hindu families, family business. So in the form of business organization, we have seen non-corporation enterprise, corporation enterprise. So non-corporation, 3, sole trading concern, partnership firm, and joint Hindu family business. The next one, third question, what are the cooperative enterprises? Government, public undertaking, public utilities, private joint stock companies, cooperative society. 3. So what are the non-cooperative enterprise? What are the cooperative enterprise? So 3 short, very short answer question. Write neatly. Have you checked in your book where we are writing this question and answer? From your book, page number 28. So let's move on to write the short answer question. Today we will write 2 questions. The another one we will write in the next video. Okay. So first one, short answer questions. How is it possible to maintain secrecy in sole proprietorship? And the second one, what is unlimited liability? So these 2 topics we have seen in the characteristic of the sole trader. And first one, how is it possible to maintain secrecy in sole proprietorship? In sole proprietorship, as the trader is the sole owner of the business, he manages all the affairs of the business, so the secrecy can be maintained easily. What is unlimited liability? The liability of the proprietor for the debts of the business is unlimited. The creditors have the right to recover their dues even from the personal property of the proprietor in case the business assets are not sufficient to pay their debts. Write neatly. So after this, let's see the homework. Don't skip writing. You must write everything in your classwork note. Let's see the homework. Homework. Study the classworks and write answer for the following. Who is called sole trader? How is it possible to maintain secrecy in sole proprietorship? What is unlimited liability? Write these three questions in your homework note. Okay. First of all, you have to study all the classworks and you have to answer these three questions in your homework note. Who is called sole trader? How is it possible to maintain secrecy in the sole proprietorship? And what is unlimited liability? So write down these questions in your homework note. So that's all, students. Make sure that you have completed your classwork note as well as your homework note. So thank you, students. Utilize your time at home. Don't waste your time. Just what are the things that we have discussed in the class, just remember it and study all the classworks. Okay, and be at home. Take care, stay safe and stay well. Thank you.